Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Albion Angle podcast. As you can see right now, it is just me, but we will be joined with obviously Archie and then Sonny and Ben, who are Bournemouth fans, ahead of the Bournemouth game on Sunday. But until then, I'm going to run you through my sort of views of the Manchester City game and deadline day as a whole. Starting with Man City, I think it was definitely a game of two halves. Let's say I think the first half we only registered one shot on target, which is the lowest we've had in a decade at the Amex, which is quite mental. And City were all over us for the first half. They deserved to be ahead at half time, but in the second half, the turning point of the game, let's say, we made a quadruple sub on 60 minutes, which involved bringing on James Milner and Brian Gruder, our two goal scorers in the day, which was, in my opinion, the first sort of ballsy thing I've seen Hertzler do in a while. The first sort of out there statement decision that I've seen him do really when he's been in the job. And it paid off. I mean, Milner in that midfield completely changed the game. Gruder coming on changed the game as well. And Gruder's goal was an incredible finish to take it around the keeper and sit him and the defender down was absolutely incredible. Now, in terms of deadline day, I think, we woke up to the very strange news that Igor could be going to Crystal Palace. Now, obviously, it didn't happen. Thankfully, he went on loan to West Ham. But it would have been a very, very odd transfer, the Igor one, if he'd have gone on a straight loan to Crystal Palace, especially to our rivals like that. It wouldn't have been great. And in terms of other outgoings, it was O'Reilly on loan, which was expected. Sarmiento was expected. Moran went a couple of days before deadline day as well. Expected. Seema went on a permanent. Buonanotte went on loan. And Ciso went. It was the sort of the ones we were expecting to happen. No incomings. There was the chance that we could have signed Joe Gomez, but I think we didn't agree on the wage percentage with Liverpool in time, which disappointing. But at the end of the day, he would have been an option at fullback and centre back, and it would have been nice to maybe bring in somebody. But I'm relatively happy with the squad we've got. As I said, I wanted to keep this bit nice and short and sweet. But I will fast forward to when we have Sonny, Archie, and Ben. So,
Right, so we are joined now by Sonny and Ben, which you'll recognise from TikTok and all social medias. There are Bournemouth guests. We'll start off with Sonny, who's been on a camping trip in Wales. How are you, Sonny?
I've literally just come back from a work trip, and he was like, "Do you want to hop on?" And I was like, "Why not? Let's talk about it." Big game on Saturday, so
yeah,
quite
the
nervous,
biggest South Coast derby, biggest South Coast derby
this weekend, 100%.
I remember being with Teddy when we played Brighton away last season when he beat us, and the whole time we was with each other, we just kept saying to each other, "Oh, you're going to get Europe." And then he'd say to me, "Nah, you're going to get Europe. We're not going to get it."
Brilliant.
None of us got it in the end, so that worked out really well.
Oh.
Yeah, Ben, how are you?
Mate, I'm brilliant. I'm looking forward to the game. It's gonna be a great one. I'm buzzing for it.
It's that's good because I'm not
against each other, so I think it'll be a very good game.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Brighton. There feels like there's something not right with the club at the moment.
Really?
I can't lay a finger on what it is, but it's kind of like every game. It's kind of like, oh, we're playing again.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it's like a disconnect there or something.
Are you not as excited for this season as you have been for previous ones?
I don't know. There just feels like there's something going on at the club at the moment, and I'm not sure whether it's the manager or whether it's
the players.
Like something's going on at the top. Yeah, something just doesn't feel right, but no one can lay a finger on what it is.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the decisions we made over the summer didn't really make sense. The one that I've wanted to speak about for 2 weeks now since deadline day is the whole Igor transfer scenario where, he could have been going to our direct rivals Crystal Palace on a year-long loan with like not even a buy option. It would have been the most games gone transfer of all time. But the fact that someone at someone at the higher ups at Brighton has looked at that and gone, yeah.
Oh yeah, and all this bloody Blueco stuff. But they got charged today, Chelsea. They got 74 charges.
Yeah, they got 74 charges.
Really?
So that was still back. That's stuff from the Abramovich days, though. It's not anything to do with the Bowley
was stuff about like bloody Samuel Eto'o and Eden Hazard.
Yeah.
That was.
Chelsea was doing some dodgy business. West Ham was another one that did some very dodgy ones.
Yeah,
if you remember that.
Yeah, a bit.
Carlos
Doing dodgy business now, Chelsea. This whole Blueco thing. This is a rare moment. I think I mentioned it on the last pod where I'll stick up for Palace. If I was Steve Parish and I saw all this Blueco stuff, like they say Blueco signed a player, I'd be like, well, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like why can't we like be with Leon and they can be a footballing company?
It's just everything that's wrong with football is that, and how Fabrizio can say that Blueco have signed a player, not Strasbourg.
I hate Chelsea. Fabrizio so much.
It's.
I think the only sort of positive
from
deadline day was all the clubs taking digs at Fabrizio when they were announcing players that Fabrizio clearly hadn't.
was doing it the most.
Yeah, Southampton.
Their videos are great.
Yeah, I thought that was really good. I like clubs.
Rivalries aside, I got to give it to him. I'm joking.
Yeah, we're here to talk about proper clubs who didn't buy their way to the top. Which you can see if I would suggest it to Bournemouth fans as well. We've had a documentary put up on Amazon called Stand or Fall, which Teddy features in.
Yeah, I'm in it. Me and my dad.
Yeah, it's very good. It's about our uprising and how we basically used to be like really, really crap.
Oh,
and now we're
Brighton's history. Oh, you've had like before you moved to the Amex, you was at like 4 different grounds.
Oh yeah, we had played
embargoes.
Gillingham for home games.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so Gillingham was our temporary home. And that was only decided like 2 months before the season. We were
going to go to Pompey, weren't we? But then the fans actually protested and said, "Don't let us play at Portsmouth."
So we just about stayed up in '97. It was actually between us and Hereford. We played them, and whoever we had to get a point to stay up, and then if we got a point against them, Hereford went down anyway. We got the point, but still, then we didn't know where we were going to play our home games the next year.
Yeah.
I remember there's a famous video of when we played you and you was protesting and all your fans ran on the pitch.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
A lot of them actually went to our fans and just tried to start battering us.
Yeah, that was against the whole playing at Portsmouth thing.
Teddy's dad
point, we were going to be playing at Portsmouth, and it was obviously... Before we had the thing with Palace, we had a massive, massive rivalry with Pompey as like our next sort of thing. And
next door neighbour.
The whole fan base turned around and was like, "There's no chance you'll ever catch us playing there, like anywhere but Portsmouth."
Yeah, but it was good old Adrian, Teddy's dad, who ran all the campaigns.
Yeah.
For the protests.
Yeah. My dad ran the Bring Home the Albion campaign, which sort of he didn't tell people to protest, but it encouraged people to make their voices heard.
It's like do what you news as you must, and I'm not a part of it. But go ahead.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he was. The best quote about Wifteen was from I can't remember who it was, but there's a video on the Guardio somewhere where it's like playing a pre-season friendly in Norway every week. That was the best quote about Wifteen. It was the most accurate quote about Wifteen.
No,
that's where my love of the game started. Wifteen.
My dad told me he turned up at Wifteen when we were told we'd be playing back in Brighton, and he turned up and went, "I ran the 100 metres here for school as a child."
Yes.
Wow.
Do you know one thing I do have to ask with your owner? What's his name again? Tony
Bloom.
Tony Bloom, yeah.
He has a beef with another owner. I think it's Brentford.
Yeah, that's why I don't like Brentford.
So can you explain that to me? Because I actually don't know why.
It's about his gambling company, isn't it?
Yeah, so they both... Tony Bloom has run a gambling sort of company the whole time. Like, he's a professional gambler. He gets all his money from gambling, horse racing, like everything. And he invented like a data system, which is the same data system he uses to find players that we sign and players that we sign and whatever. And the Brentford owner used to work for Tony Bloom, and then leaked all of this data stuff, and then ended up leaving Tony Bloom's company, stealing this data stuff and using it for his own. So when everyone says Brighton and Brentford have this great data approach, it's actually all our stuff, but Brentford copy it.
Yeah, and
way.
Yeah, and Benham does it worse. So who's the real winner?
Yeah, and so that's why whenever we play Brentford away, Tony Bloom refuses to sit in the director's box.
Yeah,
he
he goes in the away end.
That's how I found out about it, because it went on Sky and it was made a big massive deal, and I was like, why is he doing that?
Yeah, Tony Bloom's he goes on the train to all the away games.
Yeah, I was on the same train with him to Man City a couple of years ago.
I was on the way back from Newcastle this year, and just walking through, and there's Tony Bloom tapping away on his laptop.
Yeah.
What a boy!
I never knew about that.
He's a very small man, but he's a very intelligent man.
Yeah, he also is a Brighton fan as well, so he gets the club and he gets.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, his family been on the board for years. I think it was his granddad died on the coach on the way to the game.
No, his uncle. Was it?
Oh, his uncle.
No, it
was someone.
To?
Stoke away in 1982.
Did he get
he died on the coach.
No,
he just had a heart attack and killed over and died on the coach.
Oh, that's really sad. I thought you was about to say he had a massive tear up with the Stoke fans. He died tragically. No. But anyways, boys, what do you think the score prediction is going to be on Saturday?
Oh, I don't know. I have a feeling it could go wrong this weekend.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't understand why you're so pessimistic.
I don't know. I have a feeling that this is going to be like, we always have one battering a season. Like 7-0 at Forest, 6-1 at Villa. I have a feeling that Bournemouth, we're going to lose like 5-0. I have a feeling this is going to be our battering of the season.
Ben, are you confident for Saturday?
I'm confident that we can get something. I'm not confident that we're going to win, because I think Brighton are a really good side. And I think that, especially if you're looking at the matchups on the pitch, you've got Mitoma on the left playing up against James Hill or Alex Jimenez. Alex Jimenez hasn't played for us yet, and James Hill isn't naturally a right back. He's normally a right-sided centre-half. And when we played Brighton away, Hill struggled a lot against Mitoma. So if he starts, that will be a big thing. And then obviously Minte on the right against Truffert, that would be a really good battle. But I think Brighton have got a really good setup. And, you guys have just beaten Man City. You're no mugs. So I think it'll be a lot closer than you think, Archie.
I don't think we're bad at football. I just think we're really lazy at times.
Yeah.
You are our bogey team, though. The only time we've beaten you since we got promoted again was a dead rubber game at the end of April that meant nothing for both sides. And apart from that, we've lost every other game.
I remember when you beat 5-0.
Oh, that was a great
Callum Wilson.
That was
sitting down the whole defence. That was brilliant.
It was a week
Have
after
you
we
seen
played
that
at Wembley.
Ben, of Wilson with all the defenders sitting down
around
him?
They're all just led down on the floor.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, no.
Great
There was a week after we played really well at Wembley.
Who did you play at Wembley before?
We played Man City and we lost 1-0, but we should have won. We played really well there, and then we bloody let in 5 goals.
Wembley's Wembley though, mate.
Yeah, oh no, it was a great day out.
Something that we've never experienced.
It's funny. Every game we sing about Wembley, but we haven't been to Wembley in over
You'll experience it soon, though. I like.
Honestly, you don't understand how much that mean to Bournemouth fans. Like after that Man City game, the quarter-final where we went 1-0 up at half-time, Kepa saved the penalty in the first half. I was the last one in the stadium. I was just sat there and I was absolutely distraught. And it was a bloody quarter-final. I can't imagine how you guys would have felt. I remember when you lost was it penalties against United?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was horrible.
That was vile.
Was it? Just stuff like that. But that's incomparable because Man City did dominate us in the second half. It's always people from Brighton and Sussex which cost us in massive moments. Yeah. Was it Solly March?
Yeah, it's Solly March, and he's from Faithful Hailsham. And then
Roma away, Lewis Dunk let Lukaku body him off the pitch and score.
Kerry Mayo, Peacehaven's finest, nearly killed the club with his own goal.
Yeah, away at Hereford. If we'd have lost that game, we'd have gone out of existence.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
it's always people. It's always people from Sussex who trying to end us.
Here's a question for you boys. So you was mentioning our time for Wembley soon. It's quite a controversial one. Do you think we would sell our end at Wembley?
yeah,
Yeah, I reckon you would.
yeah.
Ben, what do you think?
I think if we didn't, we would be very close because what's the allocation at Wembley? 35?
34.
Yeah. So we've got, at the moment, with the current 10,000 home fans that go, there's 16,000 other fans who have been to games in the last 2 years, and that's not including any of like the Liverpool fans that have somehow managed to get tickets. That's not included. So and there's people that haven't been able to go or would go if they had the financial opportunity to. And I think if it's a big occasion like Wembley, there'll be so many more people who don't necessarily support Bournemouth, but from around the area.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
would
people
go.
would bring their families. Like, you know, for example, if there's a
100%.
dad and a son, or a dad and a daughter, or a mum and a son who support Bournemouth, they'd want to bring the whole family to Wembley. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
they'd want to bring anyone they can.
Yeah, my best example of it was when we were at Wifteen and we got 7,000 for home games, and like we got into the playoff final in 2004, and this was like when it was in Cardiff.
Millennium, yeah.
And we went from 7,000 and we sold 30,000 for like a League One playoff final.
Exactly. Yeah. There we go.
So, like, you would sell it. I'm convinced.
Yeah, you'd sell it.
You'd sell it. I'll tell you teams who won't sell it though, and that is Brentford, Fulham, Burnley.
No, right. As I do think Brentford are the smallest team in the league. Brentford would sell it because they are a London-based club.
Fulham have sold it.
Fulham have done it before, so can't say that.
I think it's more the teams where the novelty is
worn off. But I'm not sure about Brentford. I don't know.
No, Brentford's just a bunch of Man United fans who live in London. So we normally get stereotyped with Chelsea, and that all the people who come to us actually support Chelsea. Palace is just full of Arsenal fans who can't get a ticket to the Emirates, and then Brentford's just full of Man United fans who can't get tickets to Old Trafford.
Fulham's just the posh people or the tourists that want a day out. That can be quite nice.
Don't get me started on that new Riverside stand. Some of the people
I really like it. When I did the walk from Bournemouth
nice
to
stand,
Spurs,
but it's ruined by the people who sit in there.
It's brilliant.
£3,500.
You can pay £10,000 for a membership, and you can go in a gym or like go in a pool at half time.
Imagine that, seeing Raul Jimenez score a header, and then 5 minutes later you're doing breaststroke. Crazy.
That might be the greatest thing that's ever been said on this podcast ever.
How are you boys finding this podcast, by the way? How's it been going for you?
Oh no, it's going pretty decently, to be fair. We're getting decent views, decent interactions on YouTube and Spotify.
What episode is this for you boys?
7, I think. 7 or 8.
Yeah, episode? 7 or 8. I think this is now. Yeah. In terms of guests, we've had like Matt Avery, who's a Brighton. He's a Brighton creator.
Yeah, we had Matty P of Fulham as well.
The Fulham
what,
fan.
Mate?
Yeah. Well, he saw him at Warsaw on Saturday, didn't he?
He went with him, didn't he?
Oh,
yeah, he went to Warsaw with him. Yeah.
Finally made it on the other side of the motorway.
I was too busy watching England, but yeah, that was.
How was Villa? How was England at Villa?
The whole day out was unbelievable. The actual game was.
Teddy, are you working towards a England away membership?
I've got an England away membership. I just don't really go away that often because
you could have gone around the door.
I've got one as well. It's just bloody difficult to get tickets.
Well, yeah, that's why I asked, because to be able to get your first away game, you have to do loads of home ones.
Yeah, I've done quite a few
because you get into the ballot.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't.
Before I'd even done like 3 home games, I got offered Andorra away through the ballot. I got Latvia away offered to me as well the other week through the ballot as well. So in terms of aways, like I get the odd one, but you don't get any of the good ones until you've done like
like Ireland, the big ones
or Wales.
Yeah. Although my mate, when he had like 5 caps, managed to do Ireland away this year. So
oh wow.
It was pretty
The
decent.
big one.
But I'll have
That'll
enough
be
points to do the Euros in 28. I'm not looking to go to America. Not at this moment in
Especially
time.
after some recent
I've-
antics.
Yeah.
That's the frustrating one. I said I want to set aside quite a lot of money to be able to go over to America because, speaking to England fans, I know they said that even if I have like 4 caps or whatever, I'd probably be able to go because
Yeah, you get a
obviously it's
ticket just
miles
because no one
away.
wants to go.
Yeah, it's a lot of money and stuff like that. And obviously, some people would struggle getting visas because of past like criminal stuff with England or whatever. But now after all of that stuff that's happened, we won't talk about it. But everyone knows what's happened. It puts you off a bit because you want to go
Did you
have
go
a
to
great time
America
for
with
football.
Bournemouth?
Say it again.
Did you go to America with Bournemouth?
No, my uncle and his mate did. They got sponsored over to go, but annoyingly, this is something that will always frustrate me a little bit. They were 2 or 3 days into the trip, and I was speaking to my mum about it, and she just goes and says to me, "Oh, if you had asked me, I would have let you go." And because I was in school at the time, finished my exams, I didn't even think because I'm not even sometimes allowed to go to away days if I've got school the next day. So I think going to America for 5 days would have been a write-off. And then all of a sudden she says, "Oh no, I would have allowed you to go." I'm like, brilliant.
Yeah.
So I could have, but I didn't.
Well, that's just a lesson learned, mate. Like, you never know until you ask. So, like,
Yeah, if you don't ask, you
Yeah.
don't get.
Exactly.
Best thing I did was convince my dad to go to Japan with Brighton.
What?
Wow.
Wait, since when did you have a pre-season tour there?
It was before last season.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh mate, it was so good. We got like 25,000 crowds as well.
Oh, Japan.
Decent.
What was it like? Like, apart from the football, just the experience of being in
Oh,
Japan.
it's so good. It was so
Yeah?
good. Like, yeah, unbelievable.
How expensive was it?
It wasn't too bad. I wouldn't say
Japan's that bad.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it was cheap, but it wasn't like
It's
extortionate.
just getting there that's expensive. It's the same with a lot of Asia, though. It's like getting there is
Yeah,
expensive. There, it's cheap.
we had to go via Frankfurt to get there. That was a cheap way.
Oh, a little transfer over.
Yeah, got currywurst in. That was
La, mate. I've been to
set us up
Frankfurt.
good for the trip. No, but it was good, and actually, Japanese fans are really good.
Oh, they're really polite. They're really, like, Japanese people, from what I've experienced, are really lovely people.
Yeah, so they're
obviously Brighton have a lot of Japanese fan base, don't you?
Yeah, so their ultras take it in turns to sing. So one set of ultras will sing for 5 minutes, and then the other set of ultras will sing for 5 minutes.
That's like us in the North Stand.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gone.
Yeah.
Oh,
we
well,
actually haven't talked much about the game.
To
He's
Sonny
probably bored
about the game still. Oh, Ben is back.
Oh, he's back. Yeah, I was just saying we need to start talking about the game.
Yeah.
Well,
recording still good. Are we still all good? My Wi-Fi is having an absolute rotter.
Yeah, no, it's all good, mate.
Yeah.
So obviously we've got a few new signings. Ben, you'd have to back me up on this. So we got that Serbian and then that Jimenez, the right back from Milan. To be fair, I'm probably as clueless as Teddy right now and Buddy Archie. What is Jimenez and what's the Serbian called? The centre back?
Oh, Milosavljevic or something. It's a bloody difficult name to pronounce.
Because the transfer world recently, I'm kind of lost. So, like, do you want to give me an insight on them two players?
Well, I'll call him Velko because that's his first name. Velko, yeah. I think, is how you pronounce it. He's just big. He is literally just like Dean Howson. He's like 6'6". He is built as well because my mate works at the Nicky where all the players stay. He is big and he's a very similar profile. So young, highly rated. So we're looking to just ease him in. He won't start with Senesi to start off. He'll be learning off him. Jimenez as well. He's got a clause in his loan that if he starts over 50% of the games for the rest of the season, then that will become permanent. And he looks exciting, coming from Real Madrid's academy and starting. I think he started 14 games for AC Milan last season, and most of them are in the second half of the season. So he's a good player.
But this is the tricky part with it. So I remember with the build-up before getting him on a deal, and it was looking to be a permanent, but Real Madrid have a buyback clause for him. So have they let us? So if he plays over 50%, are we allowed to buy him without them having a sell-on clause?
I doubt that. I think that's.
Oh, he's gone again.
Oh, it's a big doubt.
So it's a big doubt, so we'll go from there. But
yeah, we'll go off the fact that you're probably going to have to pay Real Madrid a little bit of money to get him on the permanent from AC Milan.
But anyways, this transfer window, I actually Brighton I haven't really paid too much attention to. So who have you signed this window?
Yeah, our transfers seem to be a bit weird because only one of them really plays.
Yeah,
we signed two Greek youngsters who look good, but they some hardly get on the bench. And this bloke scored 2 goals in 6 minutes.
He's going to be in the squad on Saturday. There's been news that Simas and Kostelas are both in the squad. Whether any of them play, I think Simas might actually start because Welbeck picked up apparently a little bit of a knock in training this week.
Oh yeah, he's taken unk status. Oh, there's another bloody training injury. So that's what I find weird about the club. All these players mysteriously get injured in training. Week by week, we have another. Week by week, we have another injury in training.
Well, it's funny you say that because under Eddie Howe, that was our biggest killer because in the training we trained like absolute madhouses, and that was most of our injuries, not through actually playing, just through training, and it was so frustrating because it's like, what are you doing? It's like we've got a game in 2 days, and you players are getting their hamstrings split open and ACL tears in training. It's like,
yeah, but what I don't get with our ones is that they then make out that this injury's really, really bad in training and that they can't play for a month, and then they'll play in the next game. And it's like, well, what was the problem with them?
Yeah.
Before,
yeah, our injuries are a bit strange.
But I think so. Who's out for Saturday?
I think there's been news that it could be Welbeck, but we don't really know. We have no really idea whether he's going to be fit or not. So I don't think we've got many players missing as such. I think we've got sort of as full as a squad as we'd probably want, I guess. I think Jorginho is back again, which is really positive news, especially with O'Reilly going out.
The only ones I can think wouldn't play are the long distance internationals.
What, Masai?
Maybe, I don't know. That's the only one I assume because Hertzler's not done his conference yet.
What about for us then? Is there anyone injured recently that will be missing out? Because Christie's
Adam
back.
Smith, it's just the usual.
Yeah, Kluivert's he looks back fit, but
yeah, he is because he played minutes for the Netherlands as well.
That was it. Minte came off limping for Gambia.
Yeah.
On Monday night or something.
That'd be Gruder starting, which I'm kind of buzzing with because I absolutely love Brian Gruder.
Yeah, Gruder.
I think Brian Gruder is actually the brightest talent we have in terms of young talent. He's the brightest young talent.
He's a very good player.
He's an incredible player, Gruder. I really love him. I think he doesn't get the minutes he deserves, but especially this season and towards the end of last season when he was on the pitch, he was showing how good a player he really was.
His goal against Man City was superb.
Yeah. He had a good goal away at Wolves at the end of last year as well, and his finish at Oxford weren't bad either. So he's definitely on good goal scoring form at the minute. So
yeah.
So I've got a very spicy one. This is where it gets interesting now. A combined 11. Bournemouth and Brighton.
I like that. No, I really like that.
Oh God.
I'll try not to disconnect for this one because my Wi-Fi's having an absolute stinker.
You're trying not to disconnect.
Yeah, you're not trying very hard then.
You can put that on the highlights.
What's just happened?
That's getting clipped.
What's just happened?
You said you're going to try not to disconnect, and then you stop talking.
Anyway, Sonny, give us your do the back four, Sonny. You do the back four. Ben and Archie.
Oh yeah, Petrovic can go in goal. By the way.
Yeah. By the way, Bart is.
Yeah.
And then me and Archie will do the midfield, and Ben, you can do the attacking line. How about that?
Right. So back line. Right. So remind me who you've got.
I was going to say,
so
Sonny, you definitely don't have a clue about who Brighton have at the back.
Through Sonny,
just tell me the names.
I think Van Heck. He definitely start. He's like our
Veltman
best
at right back.
Yeah, he's
No,
alright.
he plays youth for
Anyone
right back.
gets in at right back for Brighton, honestly.
Yeah, it'd be
I
weak.
mean, who do we have at right back? So I think Van Heck, and then you could have literally anyone at right back. I mean, Arejo and Smudge.
Yeah, either of those.
Whichever one you want.
We'll give it to Weaver because he's played more this year. Although he's not even a bloody right back. He's a midfielder. He's played better at right back.
And left back, I think Truffat. I don't know if you've seen much of him,
but in my opinion.
Yeah, he looks half decent from.
Truffat does look pretty decent.
He is better than Kirkes, and I promise you now.
Who's the other?
I've heard a lot of
Bournemouth
fans saying that he's like better than Kirkes, and he's like the perfect replacement. So, you seem to have done well with that one.
Yeah.
Also, Senesi and Diakite.
I think Van Hake and I think Decate for now. So I butchered that. Don't.
I can see we're trying not to laugh.
No, I'll just.
I was too busy looking at Ben, and he just burst out laughing when you said Van Hake.
Yeah, you can have him. You can have him because we got Lewis Dunk, who I love to bits, but
he's a big stiff idiot. I don't rate him at all.
I hate him.
He's really getting on.
Yeah,
how on earth he ever played for England is beyond me.
I think he's retiring at the end of this year.
Oh, he has to, 100%. He has to.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll work out a midfield. Should we do a midfield 3 or like a midfield 4, including wingers, or
midfield 3?
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll include wingers in the attack line.
You've got the coaching license, Teddy, so you know what's best.
3. If you do 2 more defensive ones, then 1 more attacking.
Yeah, all right. We'll do 2 defensive ones. I think a double pivot for me of Christie and Baliba. I think
Baliba's got to be in there.
There's no sort of arguments there. I think I like Christie when he's dropping back a little bit. I don't think he's incredibly effective in like a more attacking position, but when he plays like Ryan,
that's why he got dropped back.
But him and Baliba, I think, would be the 2 I put there. I think there's probably
when Baliba's on form, because he hasn't been that good this year.
No, not this year.
As of yet,
when he's on his,
I think that was price tag pressure from Man United.
Yeah.
He just hadn't been that good.
And then for me in the 10, who plays 10 for you? Is it Kluivert?
Kluivert when he's fit.
I'd still probably put Jorginho Rutter in there.
Yeah,
anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
He's good, Rutter. He's as
well. 12 goals last season and 6 assists.
Yeah, I mean his stats definitely were impressive, and I'm not saying that he's not a good player just because I'm picking Rutter over him, but I just think in terms of the way Rutter brings others into the game and the way he has changed our side and the way we play, I think it just, from my point of view, I've watched a lot more.
He brings the energy.
I don't mind.
I'll give you because from what I watched of him at Leeds and what I've seen of him at Brighton, I like Kluivert, absolutely unbelievable. But he did take a lot of penalties for us last season. I think 4, 5?
Yeah.
6, yeah. So what? Almost half
3 in one game at Wolves, didn't he?
Yeah, that's like João Pedro for us.
That's because
I think
of the inflated numbers.
Was a good player, but not as good as everyone said.
Mm.
No, not the main man as he was calling himself in the interview.
And I'm not surprised that he's gone on to do well at Chelsea purely because he just didn't want to play for us anymore.
Yeah.
He was always going to do well at Chelsea because he didn't. He scored 1 goal for us in the second half of the season from open play. That is,
and that was away at Southampton.
I think.
Yeah.
Right, wingers.
It's
Ben's got these ones. Ben's got the attacking.
He plays on the right and the left. I think for the purpose of this, of who I want to fit in, I think.
You can have Semenyo. I like it.
I'll put Semenyo on the right.
Have Semenyo in ahead of
by
Minte.
trade, he is a right winger,
his
not
goal
a left
at Liverpool,
winger. and then
no, you can have
please don't
Semenyo
disconnect.
100%.
Yeah, Semenyo's
Yeah,
goal
and
at
then I'm more
Liverpool
than happy
was
for Mitoma
absolutely
to go on the left. I
world
think
class.
on the wing, Mitoma and Semenyo is very fair. And then I think striker, I can't say it's not Evan Nilsson. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah. No, I'd have to give it to you as well, purely because we haven't seen any of our Greek ones properly yet this year.
The one time
Welbeck's
he played
definitely
for a
getting
proper
on,
striker,
so
he's
100%.
carrying an injury and he took the worst penalty I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Here's an interesting one. If Pedro was still at Brighton, would you put him ahead of Evan Nilsson?
No. I really don't think he was that good.
No,
Well,
I'd have Evan Nilsson over Pedro like every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
See, it's a tricky one because I'd probably rate Pedro. I mean, obviously the way he left was really sour, so I completely understand. He didn't want to play for you. I mean, it's the same for us. It's like Kirkes. Good player, but like when he left, it's like kind of good riddance. So if you don't want to play for us, then go.
Yeah.
But one thing I don't like, what I really like about your motto as a club, is that you hold out for players.
Bison's a one-off
because
it was a release clause
that you're getting offered for them, you'll keep them. Whereas us, if I like Ben, this transfer window with Zabani, Hoyson, Kirkes, like,
oh yeah.
That's a good point.
I'll see if I can find a picture, but
we could have got more money for Kirkes, though. I agree.
Dogma.
I think that's
they made a really good sticker about Tony Bloom,
to
and
the
it's
pressure
like,
a bit. But
if
when
you're
we're
fucking with
starting
me,
to
you're
become
fucking
a
with the
selling
best.
club, we're not going to get it spot on straight away. And it's a lesson that we.
That's Tony Bloom. Where is it?
I just think we ourselves underrated it as Bournemouth took it.
Oh yeah, I thought your team last year was great. I think that team was definitely European quality.
Where do you think?
No, I can't find the picture.
Where do you think Brighton will finish this season?
I really don't know.
I think we'll have an identical year to last year and we'll finish in the same space. But I think someone who finishes in the European spots will win the FA Cup and therefore 8th will get us Conference League this year. So I think we'll get
I don't know. I don't know what to say this year. Because I have a feeling that if we don't do as well as last season, like we do worse,
because we've had a very promising start, and I don't want to get
leave.
too carried away because a lot of fans have. But
I
think
he'll seek a job in Germany because then he'll be
if we
over
can
there.
finish in the top 10 after the transfers that have happened, then that's a very successful season. Because I think we got underrated a lot externally when people are saying that we sold our whole back line and Dango was overrated by other people. He scored 4 goals in the whole season bar that hat-trick against Forest, which was a freak game. And we've got the quality. If we can not get hampered with injuries like we did last season, because that's why we burnt out and didn't get Europe, because the workload on players just got too much.
Yeah.
So top 10 would be a success to build off that. I would like another little cup run. That would be really nice in the FA Cup. So if we were to get, if you were to say to me right now, Ben, would you take finishing 10th and getting to the semi-finals of the FA Cup? I would snap your hand off for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forest as well.
Yeah, I think especially for both of us, this is like a big chance to capitalise on teams getting like fatigue through playing a lot of games. I mean, Villa haven't looked very good. It will inevitably hit Palace at some point.
Forest as well.
Oh yeah, they've just gone completely nuts. I actually met Marinakis when I was 5. There's a fun fact for everyone because my dad works in shipping and he was like the boss of his old place where he used to work at, he's like quite close with Marinakis, and he was just at a Christmas party when I was 5.
Wow.
Little did I know that he was involved in a massive drug scandal at the time. And there's just 5-year-old me going, "Oh, hello."
You probably thought he was Santa by the looks of him.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't in a massive red costume.
Yeah, and teams just not being as good as well.
Yeah, there's a fun fact. I met Marinakis when I was 5.
Villa, 100%.
Yeah, but no, I think this is like for both of us a big opportunity to capitalise on teams' fatigue.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Who do you think will fall off then this season?
Villa, Newcastle, Forest, Palace.
But the problem is I can't see who replaces them, because I don't think Man United are going to be in the top 10 again. Like, well, maybe like again in history, but I can't see it again this season. Like, I can't see who replaces them in sort of like those spots from 1st to 8th.
Yeah, I think Villa are gonna struggle a lot more this season because I think they have got a good team and they've got good depth, but for Champions League,
they got Europa League.
Europa League.
Yeah,
Marco Bizot.
To be fair, they had quite a good deadline day as well in terms of not letting go of Martinez. I don't know how that's going to affect the squad, but
Marco
Bizot, Sancho. They brought in Harvey Elliott. They also brought in. Was it just those two? Was it someone else? I can't even remember. Deadline day was just such a blur, to be honest, because there was so much going on. But
they got Sancho as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got Jadon Sancho.
Yeah, I don't rate him as like a first choice option.
I think he's,
in terms of depth,
sort of
like in
fallen off
Europe,
a cliff
he
a
might
bit.
be a bit decent, but he's definitely not.
Would you take Sancho at Brighton?
No, well, we had this debate when the whole Believer stuff was going on because they offered us Anthony
I would have taken Jack
cash.
Grealish. I know this is a completely different thing, but I would have taken Jack Grealish. But I wouldn't have taken Jadon Sancho. Because I think Jadon. I was talking to, who was it? I think it was Sean, who I go to Whitehall games with. So shout out to Sean. He said that Jack Grealish is the type of player, he likes being a big fish in a small pond. He thrives best when he's got attention.
Yeah.
And not just attention of him getting on the piss.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's that, boy?
Well, in terms of Saturday, though, like, I do agree with what you said earlier, Arch, in terms of that we do normally get battered once a year, and I can just see it.
Yeah, I just don't have a good feeling about Saturday. I don't know why. It's just kind of like there's no real excitement. It's kind of just like, oh, we're playing again.
Yeah, and I mean, I reckon our feelings will inevitably get even worse when we see the lineup come out.
It'll be the whole anytime. Like that photo where it's like pre-match, I'm really excited, and then like 0 to 88, this is the worst 88 minutes of my life, and then yeah. Well, I'm afraid, boys, I've got to go. I can't be up this late on a school night. But
but thank you very much, lads, for coming on.
Brilliant.
A pleasure, and we'll see what happens on Saturday. Good luck to you lot, obviously.
We end up in the Q Sports Bar. If we get down there on time, we'll be in the Q Sports Bar.
Take a draw.
But anyways, boys, good luck for Saturday, and good luck for the rest of your season as well.
Yeah.
Nice one, Teddy.
Yeah, I hope you do